Welcome to Fast Cash with Bill Jennings. With more than 2 decades of experience helping individuals and small businesses gain access to the capital necessary for growth, Bill is now offering up tips, tricks, tools, and expertise from financial service pros to help you get where you're going faster. Buckle up, it's time for Fast Cash.
You've probably heard that the best time to apply for a loan is when you don't need it, okay? Typically, when you do need money, it's a lot more difficult to get. But for those of us that don't always plan ahead for things, luckily there are other solutions. So if you find yourself in a crunch, let's say you have an existing business and you're in a position where you didn't plan ahead, cash flow is really slow right now, and you've got payroll coming up next week, or you've got a big order you need to fill and you don't have any capital to actually do that. There are other options for you. We've got some loan programs in place where we're able to get you access to capital as quick as 2 business days. We've got loan programs where we can get access to capital for you in as quick as 2 business days. So for any of those situations where you're in a cash crunch, there are options available, and I'm going to talk to you about them today. So the first option is what we like to call factoring. So basically what this is if let's say you've got clients that owe you money, right? So you've got outstanding receivables. You've invoiced people and you're just waiting for them to pay, and they're paying a little bit slow. We can actually get you loans based on those receivables. So instead of you waiting to collect the money from one of your clients, we'll actually take the responsibility of collecting the money for them. So once they pay you, they're basically going to pay us. But in the meantime, we're going to give you an advance on that invoice. So this will get you access to the money that you need today on money that you're supposed to receive in the future. All right. The great thing about this is they don't really care about credit, and they don't really look too much into your financial history. All they're really looking at is to make sure that it's a legitimate vendor that you need to be, it's a legitimate person that's trying to pay you. You can't just obviously make up fake invoices. So they want to make sure that this is an actual institution that's going to actually pay back and verify the services or the product that you offered to them. The other way that we can get access to capital for you quickly, and this one even requires less information, is what we can consider basically our bank statement financing. So instead of us taking a look at your tax returns and going through all that kind of stuff that a bank would, we do take a look at your credit, but we really just want to make sure that your credit score is over 500. As long as it's over 500, which is going to be 99% of you, credit should not be an issue. What we do is we look at the last 3 months worth of deposits into your bank account. So any deposits you have coming in, checks, credit cards, cash, anything that you put into your bank account, we basically average what that looks like over the past 3 months, and we're able to give you a loan on that within 2 business days. So it's going to get you access to cash quickly. It's going to be probably around a 6-month to a 1-year payback. So instead of you having to pay us back, immediately when the invoice gets paid, like with the other program, this we're going to take a daily payment from you directly out of your bank account, Monday through Friday, and at the end of the 6 months or 12 months, whatever term we agree on, the whole loan will be paid back in full. So there are better solutions that we can kind of segue into after that, but if you're in a quick cash crunch, this will get you access to capital quickly so you can keep the lights on, or you can fulfill an order, or let's say this is actually even a more common thing. We just had a printing company that we were working with, and they had a really big order that was coming in, and they did not have the machine that they needed to actually complete this order. But its contract was going to pay this guy, it was far more money than he was used to making, basically over a year, and this one contract was going to pay for it. So he needed to buy this machine. He tried leasing the machine, but his credit score was not good enough to get approved for the machine. So what I basically said to him is, I'm like, look, how much money do you think you're going to make off of this in the next 6 months? He gave me a number. I showed him what it was going to cost him to get access to this, quick loan from us, and he was blown away because yes, it was going to cost him more to get access to this money, but he was actually going to make, way more than that by actually fulfilling this order. So if you're in a situation like that where an influx of 30 grand or 50 grand would get you access to a larger contract that will pay you back tenfold, then this is a situation where you would be using this loan as well. Great thing about it too is if it's just a matter of a time crunch, what we can do is we can get you access to this money now, and then we can start working on a different loan program for you at the same time that's maybe a lower cost. So once that loan is actually set up, you can use it to kind of pay off the higher interest loan that you're getting right off the bat. So these are just a couple ideas that you can use to get access to cash if you're in a cash crunch, or you're in a position where you just waited a little bit too long. You need access to money to kind of further grow your business by buying a piece of equipment or being able to hire more guys to handle a contract. Just some thoughts for you. So if you're interested in more information on these products or any of our other products, please go to our website, www.pathwayfinancial.org. Until then, I'm Bill Jennings, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you for listening to Fast Cash with Bill Jennings. If you love our fast-paced format, please subscribe and give us a 5-star review on iTunes. Remember, you don't have to be a publicly traded corporation to gain access to the capital you need to take your business to the next level. To learn more about how I can help fund your dreams, hit us up at pathwayfinancial.org. And as always, we ask you to share this podcast with your friends, neighbors, colleagues, and anyone else who can benefit from Fast Cash.